relationship between Latu and Ramakrishna is one of the most unique and one of the most unusual. In later times, Swami Vivekananda said, if you wish to say, somebody would ask me, what is the miracle of Ramakrishna? I'll point at Latu. I said, look at him. He's the miracle of Ramakrishna. Complete rustic, and see what is going to happen. And during that time, Ramakrishna said this. He said, my boy, you don't have to do any learning. Don't need to go to school now. It's too late for you anyway. But day will come when you open your mouth, the purest of Vedas will flow from your mouth. Prediction. And I'm going to, as we go along the story, you'll see what material comes out of his mouth. Even Swami Vivekananda would shudder sometimes. He would put Swami Vivekananda to task. Tremendous material would come out of this illiterate boy, this Latu, a servant boy. Now you see, when they are working together, various things begin to happen. And Latu has this tremendous love and devotion of singing, singing and dancing. He loves, he's a young boy, he loves to dance and loves to sing the glory of God. This pours out of him, and in front of this master, this is allowed to flow. He will use your best characteristic and allow it to flourish so that it becomes spiritual. This is the case with Latu. This is happening, and let me just touch on this idea of this song and dance. I think it's necessary. You see, singing and dancing are some marvelous thing human beings possess to express themselves. These are powerful things we possess. They can be used for our benefit or they can be used for our detriment. Last night I was at a reception, and there, I've done this myself many a times, I'll be very honest. There, people were getting wine and champagne and things were going. I had to stay, a very close relation, and I had to stay. I was watching all the fun. As the evening went on, they became more and more drunk, and then the disco music started. So forget about the youngsters jumping and dancing and joining in. The uncles and aunts, the kakas and the masas all jumped in before the youngsters. They were more keen than the youngsters because I think the wine had got to them. And they all with big pot bellies, short kind of hanging out, kind of open button like that, the tummy almost popping out, and dancing away like, Travolta or something, going on. I said, give it up, give it up. The power of music and dance can be very positive, it can also be very negative, and I've seen both sides. So this is what I was watching. But the thing is, here Latu is singing and dancing in the name of God. You see, we have not had that experience. When a person who is God established sings, I tell you, we will all jump up and start dancing around him. This was usual thing in the story of Ramakrishna. Hear the sweetest voice. And the thing is, the voice now carries tremendous power of experience, spiritual experience. So the moment he opens his mouth, and even small, light, very sweetest of the voice will come out, it will catch our hearts and make us stand up and dance about with joy. The whole atmosphere in that little temple garden house, in that little temple, that little room would get charged up, and people will start swirling. Even people who are very kind of, like that, very kind of, uppity and very kind of stiff, would lose their stiffness. It will capture them. This is the fun and games going on in that little room of Ramakrishna all the time, day and night. And this Latu is becoming a master at this. One day, Ramakrishna asked Latu, can you go in the Shiva temple and worship Shiva? You see, he knows where the boy comes from and where he belongs. He sent him to the Shiva temple. This Latu, this illiterate young boy from Bihar, goes in front of the Shiva Linga. He offers the, bilva leaves. He sits in front of it, and then we don't hear from him. So Ramakrishna, where is Latu? Somebody is still in the Shiva, the little Shiva temple. Ramakrishna, let me go and inquire. Let me check on my disciple. So he went quietly into the Shiva temple. It's very small temples. They're not huge. Little Shivling there. And Latu is absorbed. He's in front of the image of Shiva. He's upright, stiff, kind of perspiring. You see, sometimes in the process of meditation, this is a bit of a disturbance. Sometimes your body will perspire. You shake and you perspire. First you shake and perspiration will pour out of you. And this boy is shaking and perspiring in front of the image of Shiva. Ramakrishna quickly ran back to his room, got his fan out, came back again with a glass of water and a fan and started to fan the boy. This is reality, not making anything up. Started fanning the boy. And the boy was like that. And after a long time, the boy came out of meditation and saw his master fanning him. And he is such a humble boy, very humble. He said, "Master, I should be fanning you. You're not supposed to fan me. This is terrible. I'll get, this standard stuff for Indian boys. I'll get pap, sin. This is sinful. To allow my master to serve me, this is not acceptable. This is horrible. Why are you doing that?" Master smiled. Ramakrishna said, "My boy, I was not fanning you. I was fanning Shiva. You are expressing what Shiva stands for, depth of meditation. You are established in the depth of meditation. I was fanning Shiva, my boy. You don't get any pap, don't worry. Drink this glass of water." The master serving the disciple. This was the close relationship between Ladu and Ramakrishna.